Abortions are on the rise in the United States. New findings from the Guttmacher Institute show abortions increased by 8% between 2017 and 2020, following a decade of declining abortion numbers. And joining us now to discuss is Michael New, research associate at the Catholic University of America and associate scholar at the Charlotte Lozier Institute. Michael, always good to be with you. Let's break down these findings. The data showed that about 1 in 5 pregnancies ended in abortion in 2020. Talk to us more about this disturbing trend.
Yes, the news we got is not good. According to Guttmacher, the abortion rate increased by about 7% between 2017 and 2020. And there's a couple important factors. One is there's been a big increase in chemical abortions. The percentage of all abortions that are chemical abortions has risen to 54%. And at various points in 2020, women were able to obtain chemical abortions without an in-person medical exam. So that, I think, pushed abortion numbers up. Another problem that we have is that in some liberal states, they're making abortion policy more permissive. Since 2017, Illinois and Maine both started covering elective abortion through their respective state Medicaid programs, and that increased the numbers as well.
Yeah, and also, what states, I'm curious, or regions, Michael, saw the biggest increase in abortions from this data?
One of the states was Illinois. They saw their abortion rate go up by 28%. And the reason for that is because their state Medicaid program started covering elective abortions. We know that from the research that once abortions are free or subsidized, abortion numbers go up. And part of that increase is also that some women from other states were coming into Illinois to obtain abortions. Maine saw their abortion numbers go up by 15%. And again, a lot of that was due to the fact that their state Medicaid program started covering abortion procedures.
And as far as regions, maybe with the lowest numbers, what can you tell us about that?
Well, in general, we do see that fairly conservative states have lower abortion rates than more quote-unquote liberal states. So abortion rates tend to be lower in the Deep South. And an important reason for that is because a higher percentage of unintended pregnancies are carried to term. Southern states tend to have more pro-life laws, greater pro-life sentiment, and more pregnancy help centers. And that all helps build a culture of life and keep abortion numbers relatively low.
Yeah, and also, as you know, we are awaiting the Supreme Court's final opinion on Dobbs. Of course, that case that could overturn Roe versus Wade. Can you talk to us about the data in the context of life after Roe that was in this report?
Well, there's a couple things to note. Even though abortion numbers went up slightly between 2017 and 2020, we've made impressive long-term progress getting abortion numbers down. Between 1980 and 2020, the U.S. abortion rate's fallen by more than half. So a favorable decision in Dobbs will let us kind of build on those gains and keep building a culture of life. But it's important to know that in a lot of blue states, they are going to pursue policies to expand abortion, make the laws more permissive, and pro-lifers need to push back. So the Dobbs decision is going to create a lot of opportunities for us, but also challenges as well.
Yeah, Michael, before I let you go, as we reported earlier, South Dakota no longer has any operating abortion clinics, making it the second state in the nation to stop the killing of unborn babies. I'd like to get your reaction to that. And also, do you expect more states to follow suit?
First of all, I think it's great news out of South Dakota. Planned Parenthood realizes that the Dobbs decision will be handed down soon. They realize there's a good chance that Roe v. Wade will be overturned. As South Dakota does have a trigger law and other good protective laws in place that would protect preborn children should Roe v. Wade be overturned. And I think other states will follow suit. My understanding in Oklahoma, the abortion facilities are closed and not doing abortions. And I think other conservative states will pass good protective laws. And you'll see more and more states protecting the preborn and building a culture of life.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for your time today. Always great to get your insights.
Thanks for having me.